Okay. First of all, a very good evening once again to everyone. As planned, we are now starting off the small capsule revision. Capsule means very short revision. It will not be as it was in the earlier period. It will be very quick. The basic story, the theme, and whatever is important which can come as an MCQ in your exams, that would be taken. As you know that you might be having two kinds of questions in your papers. The very first is इट कैन बी एन एक्सट्रैक्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन. आपका एक जो क्वेश्चन आएगा वो आपका होगा, कोई भी आपको एक पैराग्राफ या फिर एक एक्सट्रैक्ट दे दिया जाएगा एंड यू मे बी आस्क्ड टू राइट सर्टेन क्वेश्चन. एंड द सेकंड वन विल बी द स्टैंड अलोन एमसीक्यू. स्टैंड अलोन एमसीक्यूज मे बी अ डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन और you may be given one single sentence and you have to infer the ideas from that. Moreover, now as per the syllabus, you may also have the questions of what we call as assertions and reasons. We have already been doing, but what is the exact meaning of assertion and reason is, it may not be in English, it may or may not be a simple direct assertion and reason. It can be even given as a statement. आपको दो या तीन आपको दो या तीन स्टेटमेंट्स दे दिए जाएंगे एंड यू मे बी आस्क्ड whether these three statements are interrelating to each other, or they are completely, they may be right but they may not be corresponding to each other, or they may be completely false. So आपको क्या समझ आ रहा, what do you understand by that particular statement, that can be there. That is why every chapter requires a thorough study. इट शुड नॉट बी अ गो थ्रू कि मुझे स्टोरी आ गई है तो आई कैन राइट एनीथिंग, तो डोंट डू दैट, बिकॉज सर्टन टाइम्स यू मे बी हैविंग अ वर्ड विच मे और मे नॉट, वी मे नॉट कॉम्प्रिहेंड एट दैट मोमेंट. इवन इट कैन हैपन विथ एनी वन. इट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी कि वी हैव टू बी अ इंग्लिश लिटरेट. कभी कभी इवन वी आर, हम लोग पढ़ रहे होते हैं एंड सर्टन टाइम्स अ वर्ड कम्स और हम भी एक मिनट के लिए सोचते हैं. सो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इट इज रिटन. आपके क्वेश्चन क्या लिखा हुआ, देन ट्राई टू आंसर इट. नाउ व्हेन वी स्टार्ट with the very first chapter, that is the last lesson, and the chapter is written by Alphonse Daudet. Kindly note down the name of the writer also. If we talk about Alphonse Daudet, he was actually a person who had joined the army when the France and Prussia, अगर आपको याद हो तो हम लोगों ने when we had done the nationalism, rise of nationalism in Europe, तो प्रूशिया एक ऐसा पार्ट था जर्मनी का. It was a part of Germany and he had fought because Prussians were trying to overpower France. But उस वक्त France was defeated, और ये जो डिफीट था इट हैड अ लॉन्ग इम्प्रेशन ऑन हिज माइंड. इनफैक्ट उसने बचपन से फ्रांस के उस छोटी छोटी चीजों को देखा था. सो दैट इज व्हाई दीज ideas are reflected through his stories. And one of that story that we are going to do today is the last lesson. It is, in fact, I can say it is quite ironical that हमारे जो 12th स्टैंडर्ड है उसका जो पहला चैप्टर है दैट्स लास्ट लेसन, बट दैट एक्चुअली कम्स विथ मेनी थीम्स एंड वन ऑफ द थीम इज कल्चर एंड लैंग्वेज. नॉर्मली हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम अपने जो कल्चर होता है उसको बहुत ही हल्का लेते हैं. वी टेक इट वेरी लाइटली. we feel that our culture is nothing, just we are the cattle who has to just follow it. We don't understand its real meaning, and that gives rise to the colonialism और imperialism जिसको हम कहते हैं. वो कॉलोनियल पावर्स या इंपीरियल पावर्स जो हैं वो हम पर हावी हो जाते हैं. इट इज in fact about the language crisis. We don't understand the significance of our own motherland. अभी भी मैं कहती हूँ, even I remember when I was, I don't exactly know about all of you, but I remember when I was a teacher in LPS, हमारे पास में हमारे स्कूल के अंदर there was one, एक compulsory है, I don't know, Aviral might tell even if it is right now also or not. It is a compulsory one, we had one subject and that was creative writing. And right from nursery, आई मीन नर्सरी से लेकर 12th स्टैंडर्ड तक हर बच्चे को क्रिएटिव राइटिंग लिखना होता था. नर्सरी का बच्चा तो वो जो लिखा होता था उसको ए बी जो होता था उसी को करता था, बट फॉर सेकेंड स्टैंडर्ड ऑनवर्ड्स देयर वर सम, वी वर गिवन सम टॉपिक और हमें लिखना होता था. तो द क्रिएटिव राइटिंग वाज देयर बोथ इन हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश. व्हेन इट यूज्ड टू बी इन इंग्लिश, the students of 11th and 12th, they would be very easily writing, but when it came to Hindi they would ask, मैम वो होता ना मैम, उसको हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं. एंड बिलीव मी, क्योंकि हम क्लास टीचर्स को ही क्रिएटिव राइटिंग चेक करना होता था, मैं तो मात्राओं को देख देख कर ऐसा होता था पूरे बच्चों का जो है ना पेज वाइट से ज़्यादा रेड होता था. दे डिड नॉट नो द यूज ऑफ मात्रा. उनको सील और सिल में कोई फर्क नहीं दिखाई देता था. ई की मात्रा, ऊ की मात्रा, इट वॉज रादर वेरी, मैं कई बार बोलती थी व्हाट यू आर डूइंग. इंग्लिश में तो इंग्लिश तो पढ़ते हो नहीं और हिंदी आपकी मातृभाषा होते हुए, दैट इज वेयर वी डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द रियलिटी ऑफ अवर लैंग्वेज. एंड वी नीड टू always respect our culture, our traditions, and as well as our language. The chapter deals with many themes, लेकिन जो एक पहला theme है, that is the language chauvinism. The very first theme that we do is language chauvinism. Language chauvinism मतलब we allow others to colonize our language. We allow others to directly rule on us because we don't respect ourselves. The theme also says the hegemony of the imperial and colonial powers. इसमें एक ऐसा phrase है, will they ask the pigeons to sing in German? With their power, with their money, with their military, they try to colonize others. They do not colonize people, but they colonize their heart. The chapter is also about the people who were sitting in that school that particular day, who were fearing, who were ashamed of themselves because उन्होंने अपने मदर टंग की यूज रेस्पेक्ट नहीं किया था. They had not respected. So now let us go to the main chapter, which says that this particular prose written by Alphonse Daudet, it is set in the year 1870, and this was a period when Prussians under Bismarck, who is also called as the architect of Germany, had attacked and captured parts of France. So the question, if it comes, in which year it was set, it is 1870. और यहाँ पर जो हम लोग पढ़ने वाले हैं, क्योंकि in 1 or 2 lines only this word is there, Alsace and Lorraine, they are there in 1 or 2 areas only. ये जो 2 districts थे, ये districts जो थे वो प्रूशिया के हाथ में चले गए थे. And the French was aborted मतलब उसको डिसकंटिन्यू कर दिया गया फ्रॉम द करिकुलम, एंड द फ्रेंच टीचर्स वर आस्क्ड टू लीव, और उसकी जगह पर जर्मन वॉज इम्पोज्ड ऑन देम. दिस इज द बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द चैप्टर. ये जो है ये चैप्टर का बैकग्राउंड है कि ये कब सेट हुआ था और क्यों सेट हुआ था. दिस इज द बैकग्राउंड. The story describes the last day. मतलब this was the day when Prussians had defeated French and they had control. ये वो दिन है. And this is the day of two basic characters. One is the narrator, Franz, and second is his French teacher, M. Hamel. अब फ्रांस जो है, he was, it is depicting the pathos of the whole situation about how people felt जब उनको ये पता लगा कि that was their last lesson. फ्रांस was a small boy, छोटा सा बच्चा था, and he dreaded French. उसे फ्रेंच से जो है बहुत डर लगता था. He did not understand the concepts of French. Basically उसको जो फ्रेंच का जो कंसेप्ट होता था वो बिल्कुल समझ नहीं आता था. And he had been told to learn participles. उसको जो है एक जो कंसेप्ट होता है, हमारे इंग्लिश में भी है, उस participles, that is the third form of verb हम normally बोलते हैं, वो learn करने के लिए बोला हुआ था. But he was not at all interested. पहले तो he hadn't learned the participles. Secondly, he was more interested in looking at the nest, at the birds, at the Prussian soldiers who used to march. वो जो वहाँ पे marching करते थे, उसे वो सब चीज़ें देखना, spending the day out उसे ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता था. He liked to spend his day out. And that is why he was very very late that particular day. उस दिन वो काफ़ी देर था क्योंकि he was not in a mood to go to school. So he reached the school late. You may be asked the question, why was Franz late for the school? So there were multiple reasons. एक तो he liked to look at the nest, at the birds, at the Prussian soldiers marching. He had not learned French. बहुत सारे थे. Therefore, he was dragging himself and he just passed a bulletin board. तभी वो जो है एक बुलेटिन बोर्ड की तरफ वहां पर पहुंचा. नियर द बुलेटिन बोर्ड, वहां पर जो बुलेटिन बोर्ड था वहां पर बहुत सारे लोग भीड़ में खड़े हुए थे. एंड ही कुड ऑल्सो फाइंड वन ऑफ द पर्सन. उसने उसको बोला कि ब्लैक स्मिथ था. ही सेड कि व्हाई आर यू हरिंग, तुम्हें जल्दी क्या है, there is lot of time to go. That was a sarcastic comment. अगर आपके पेपर में आता है कि what was the tone, अगर आपसे पूछा जाए कि उसका टोन क्या था, तो the tone was sarcasm. वो उस पर व्यंग्य करते कि जल्दी क्या है, अब तो आराम से जाओ कभी भी स्कूल. That was because the news was put on the bulletin board that their territories, Alsace and Lorraine, had been overpowered by the Prussians. तो वो बोर्ड पर था, लेकिन उसको कुछ समझ नहीं आया. He thought that he was just, वो उसको जल्द मतलब कि वैसे ही उसका मजाक उड़ा रहा है. He could not understand the in-depth meaning of the person. But उसने नोटिस बोर्ड पर ध्यान भी नहीं किया. He did not notice the, जस्ट ही सॉ, और उसको ऐसा लगा मे बी द पीपल आर हेयर. हमेशा इस नोटिस बोर्ड पर कोई ना कोई बुरा ही न्यूज़ आता है अबाउट द सोल्जर्स वुंडेड या फिर डेड या फिर द डिफीट्स. तो समथिंग माइट बी देयर. ही वॉज नॉट अवेयर ऑफ दैट कि देयर ओन टेरिटरी हैड बीन ओवरपावर्ड. So he did not notice about the bulletin board. he reached the school. अब वो जो है स्कूल पहुंच गया. He reached the school. स्कूल पहुंचने पर he saw that there was silence, dreadful silence, a silence like Sunday, जैसे कि छुट्टी हो. Silent Sunday, Sunday silence means there is a holiday. He could not hear the regular hustle and bustle. There was no hustle and bustle. कोई शोर शराबा कुछ नहीं था. नॉर्मली क्या होता था, जो टीचर है वो सिखा रहा होता था और लोग एक ही सुर में, मोनोटोनस स्वर में सब लोग बोल रहे होते थे, या फिर द बैंगिंग ऑफ द आयरन, जो उसका आयरन रॉड होता था उसकी आवाज होती थी. कुछ नहीं था. नथिंग वॉज देयर. ही वॉज सरप्राइज्ड बिकॉज उसको ऐसा लगा जैसे छुट्टी तो नहीं है. बट वेन ही पीप थ्रू द विंडो ही फाउंड ऑल द पीपल सिटिंग ओवर देयर. उसने देखा कि everyone was sitting there and there was even the teacher was there. Now उसको और embarrassment हो रही थी, क्योंकि if he entered at that time he would be caught. वो तो सब लोग बैठे हुए, वो अंदर जाएगा तो वो पकड़ा जाएगा. But he entered, वो अंदर पहुंचा and he saw that his teacher जो है वो इधर उधर घूम रहा है, M. Hemal. Now, in the initial, he did not have any sympathy or respect for his teacher. For him, his teacher was a very dreadful, very, very, very disciplined teacher. तो उसको इतना फर्क नहीं हुआ, लेकिन उसने देखा कि टीचर उधर उधर घूम रहा. And when he saw Franz, he did not scold him. The teacher did not scold him. In fact, वो बड़े ही प्यार से उसने, मतलब बड़े पोलाइट लैंग्वेज में उसने बोला, लिटिल फ्रांस, वी वर सपोज टू स्टार्ट विदाउट यू. अब ये जाकर बैठा. ना छोटा बच्चा था, तो ही लुक्ड हियर एंड देयर and saw that every bench was occupied. All the benches were occupied and even the back benchers were there. Normally जो छुट्टी मार के बंक मार के चले जाते थे वो. एक और चीज थी कि इवन जो, बिकॉज दिस वॉज एन इनफॉर्मल स्कूल, यहाँ पर ऐसा नहीं था जैसे स्कूल्स के अंदर वी हैव इट, एंड दिस इज एन इनफॉर्मल स्कूल जहाँ लैंग्वेज पढ़ाया जाता था. सो द पीपल, द विलेजर्स, ऑल काइंड ऑफ विलेजर्स, ऑल एजेस, सारे सारे जो एज ग्रुप थे सब साथ में होते थे. द ओल्ड हॉजर वॉज सिटिंग, उसके पास प्राइमर भी थी, पुरानी बुक, जो उसकी जो उनकी बुक होती है, प्राइमर मीन्स अ फर्स्ट बुक, जीरो, वो बुक भी थी. He wasn't understanding. Then he saw the teacher. M. Hemal को देखा उसने. He was dressed in a formal way. वो बिल्कुल फॉर्मल वे से ड्रेस था. उसको वो भी बड़ा अजीब लगा. The dress that he wore, normally he wore on the very particular special days. वो सिर्फ उसे स्पेशल डेज पर पहनता था, लाइक द डेज ऑफ इंस्पेक्शन और सम फंक्शन, किसी भी फंक्शन में, प्राइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फंक्शन, उन दिनों में वो पहनता था. दैट वॉज अ पेक्यूलर ड्रेस दैट ही यूज्ड टू वियर विद अ हैट. He could not understand what is this, everyone is sitting there and even M. Hemal is wearing a formal way. What was that? He wasn't able to, उसको समझ नहीं आ रहा था. Basically, everyone was there to show their gratitude. शायद फ्रांस को नहीं पता लगा था, लेकिन बाकी लोगों को पता चल चुका था कि their particular territory has been overpowered, and that is why perhaps everyone was there to pay their gratitude to their teacher as well as to their classroom. Suddenly, M. Hemal announced the reason. He announced that the power their territories had been, उनकी जो territories थी, that have been overpowered. Just 1 minute, Sambhav. And From the next day, a new teacher would be coming to teach them German instead of French. फ्रेंच की जगह अब उन्हें जर्मन पढ़ना पड़ेगा because their territories had been overpowered by Germany. This was a thunderclap to France. उसके लिए ये जो चीज थी, this was a thunderclap. उसके लिए ऐसा लगा जैसे बिजली गिरा दी, because he did not expect such a news. वॉर हो रहा है, दैट इज ओके. हम लोगों को क्या होता है, अच्छा वॉर हो रहा है, ठीक है यार, हो रहा होने दो, इट्स ओके. वॉर होगा, एक जीतेगा दूसरा हारेगा. वी नेवर अंडरस्टैंड द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ दैट वॉर ऑन द कॉमन पीपल कैन बी एज कैटेस्ट्रॉफिक एज इट इज ऑन द सोल्जर्स. हमें, क्योंकि हम तक वो पहुंचता नहीं है, इसलिए हम उस चीज को समझ नहीं पाते. बट एज अ चाइल्ड ही कुड अंडरस्टैंड द इम्पैक्ट. उसको समझ आया that the teacher was upset, disappointed, anguished. The people sitting there were ashamed, agonized, painful that they have to leave this school or they have to forcefully study some other language, and that they were there. This particular thing was a thunderclap because now he understood why this much there was a crowd near the bulletin board. He could understand why all the backbenchers, all the villagers were present on that particular day. He could understand why the teacher was wearing that formal dress, why there was such a silence. ये सारे जो चीजें थी that he was able to.
Excuse me, मैम. मैम जो लास्ट बेंचेस थे उसमें बुक में लिखा था
He felt at that moment, he felt very very ashamed. उसको ऐसा लगा कि जिस सब्जेक्ट को, जिस लैंग्वेज को मैं आज तक I had been take it for granted, what we call it as that, he took it for granted for so many days. He thought that this is a language I'm going to learn, there is plenty of time, I will be definitely learning. And he was actually not interested in learning. The basic thing is he wasn't interested in learning. So he never paid that attention to his language or to his teacher or what the teacher wants to teach him. उसने कभी सोचा ही नहीं था. But that particular day he understood the reality, the meaning, the significance of his language. And जब आपको forcefully कोई और language पढ़ाया जाता है तो आपको कितना बुरा लगता है, that he was able to understand. He was repenting. He was regretting. वो खुद ही जो है regret कर रहा था और उसको ऐसा लग रहा था कि उसने कितनी बड़ी गलती की till now. Now in the meanwhile he, उसके दिमाग में ये बात भी आया that maybe जिन चीज़ों को मैं अभी तक, जिस लैंग्वेज को I was thinking that it is boring, from tomorrow they are going to become a history for me. मतलब कल से तो ये सब कबाड़ में होगा. I'll not be allowed to read French. मुझे तो अलाउ नहीं किया जाएगा. I would be forcefully learning German under another Germany teacher. This made him realize the worth of his language. But अब तो सब कुछ देर हो चुका था. Everything was too late. Yet he summoned the courage और उसने सोचा कि मैं at least try करूंगा to answer the participants. And when his turn came, जब उसकी बारी आई तो उसने जो है कोशिश की that he would answer, but in the very first line itself वो जो है he tumbled and he couldn't answer. Now he was what we call as मतलब कि उसको डर लग रहा था, unreasonably was scared. He was scared to death that the teacher is going to scold him or beat him with his iron scale. But that particular day, M. Hemal did not pick up the scale. In fact, the teacher said that you all had been careless. तुम लोग जो हो careless रह गए. You all thought that this is our language and there is plenty of time. And see how plenty of time is there. अब उसने कहा हम हमेशा यही सोचते हैं ना, what we think, अरे अभी तो बहुत टाइम है, हो जाएगा, but when the actual time comes there is no time. And he made a comment on them. उसने उन पर अच्छे से कमेंट किया that you never realize the importance of your language. फिर उसने कहा that it is not the children's fault. अगर बच्चा किसी चीज को लर्न नहीं करता है ना, तो it is not a child's fault on the whole. This is because जो उसके पेरेंट्स हैं वहां पर in the village, they do not bother to send their children to the school. And moreover, they send their children to the farms for extra money. Secondly, उसने कहा कि मैं as a teacher, I also have been very careless because I used to send you to the, मैं कभी कभी जो हूँ, I would be giving holidays when I wanted to go for fishing. Sometimes I'll ask you to water my plants. And in this manner, जब बच्चों को हम लोग उस सीरियसनेस से पढ़ाते नहीं है ना, तो बच्चे भी उस सीरियसनेस से नहीं पढ़ते. So he blamed both the teachers as well as the parents for the disinterest among the children. He understood and he, in fact, you can say that he admitted, ये उसका बड़प्पन था, that he admitted that it was his fault too. And then he started teaching the chapter. Now, while he was teaching, he taught all the concepts. और उसे ऐसा लग रहा था, मतलब उस वक्त में इतना साइलेंस था, there was a silence. You can say that was a metaphor. You can call it as a metaphor. Yes, he was a strict teacher. So that everyone wanted to take the teacher's teaching within that short period. और ऐसा लग रहा था the teacher wanted to pour out his heart, जो वो इतने सालों से नहीं कर सका था. The thing that he had not been able to do for so many years, he wanted to pour out everything at once. एक झटके में he just wanted to blow it out. वो बाहर निकाल देना चाहता था. So he was teaching with complete interest and even the students were listening to him with complete interest. Even फ्रांस को लगा कि इतना easy है ये, but I couldn't learn it for so many years. M. Hemal described French as the most beautiful language in the world. उसने कहा कि फ्रेंच जो है वो सबसे लॉजिकल एंड सबसे ब्यूटीफुल लैंग्वेज है. Moreover, he also emphasized on the importance of language. He said when people are enslaved and if they have the key to their language, it means they have the key to their imprisonment. उसने कहा जब हमें कोई बंदी बनाता है ना, अगर हम अपने लैंग्वेज को, अपने कल्चर को हमेशा होल्ड करेंगे तो nobody can force us to leave. And he gave this example and he said that you must protect the dignity of your language. Now the people were also learning very, very attentively. He was also teaching. At that moment, फ्रांस को चिड़ियों की वहां पर पिजन्स की आवाज आई. And मन ही मन में he made a comment, will they make the pigeons sing in German? That's a very in-depth question. This is because the emotions, what we call the anger, what we call the hatred, what we call, is only among the humans. हम जबरदस्ती दूसरों के साथ जो है, we try to fight, we are envious of others. You cannot find these qualities in the animals or in another. If you look into the nature is same everywhere. This is what we have made of nature. हमने पानी को डिवाइड कर दिया है. This river, अगर वो वहां बह रहा है तो that's Pakistan, and here it is India. But river तो river है. The water is the same. But we have divided it. So he मतलब कि उसको बहुत दुख होता है that can they force the animals or the birds to change their course? No, not at all. The freedom of the humans, when the humans fight with each other, they try to only overpower the freedom of each other. जो open में पंछी है, हाँ, if you have caged something, that is something different, but you cannot force the course of water. The animals, the birds, and he felt sorry for that. In the meanwhile, he heard some noise above the house. मतलब वो स्कूल नीचे है and ऊपर जो है that teacher was living along with his sister. And शायद उनकी जो sister थी, she was packing or unpacking the things, and he could see that there was some noise, and he was feeling very sorry for his teacher. उसको लग रहा था the teacher who had given his 40 years to this particular school had to suddenly leave. उसको कितना बुरा लग रहा होगा. A teacher who had been trying to instill the patriotism among us. A teacher who had been trying to teach the language to us. Today he was forced to leave. उसे कितना बुरा लग रहा होगा. Suddenly, मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में बताया था that he considered his teacher to be very stern, very stubborn, very strict, disciplinarian. He did not have that much respect in the beginning. But suddenly, उसको ऐसा लगा that the teacher is to be respected. A teacher who has spent 40 years of his life deserves respect. Now, the teacher अब जो है, from the written part, they were going to the next oral part. Next, they were going to the written part. The teacher was also giving them some written. उन्होंने जो है pages बना रखे थे जिसमें छोटी 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 चीजें लिखी थी. And here he has compared those with the flags. He has said that जो Alsace and Lorraine लिखा हुआ था छोटे छोटे writing में, that looked like the flags. Now it was a turn of learning. Even जो छोटे छोटे बच्चे थे, though the children did not understand what was happening, बस उनको वो जो silence था ना, that was making them understand that something worse has happened. उनको सिर्फ इतना पता था. They were also silent. They were also learning. He was teaching them the vowels. And everyone was paying equal attention. Now, suddenly, the time clock, it was 12 noon, and the Prussians had to take over this area. So there was a church bell, school bhi khatam ho raha tha. And as soon as the church bell rung, the teacher was in tears. वो रो पड़ा. He wasn't मतलब though he didn't show his tears but he was, उसको बहुत ज़्यादा फील हो रहा था. He tried to say something but he was not. यहाँ पर एक आपका वर्ड आया था that M. Hemal never looked so tall to me. This can be even as a, आपसे स्टेटमेंट को पूछने का भी मीनिंग हो सकता है. And you may be even asked what is a figure of speech. This is allusion. This is allusion. It's an extended form of metaphor. मतलब यहाँ exaggerate किया है that M. Hemal looked so tall. मतलब यहाँ he wanted to say that he was, मतलब कि he was respectful. वो इतने बड़े, यहाँ पर जो tall meaning है ना, it's not for the physical tallness, it is for the mental tallness. उसे उस पर respect आ रहा था. M. Hemal के लिए Franz was feeling the respect from his heart. He wanted to say something, but he couldn't. Therefore, he stood, he took a chalk and wrote on the board. उसने बोर्ड पर लिखा Viva le France, means France, long live France. He wanted to pay respect to his language. Though he wanted to say something, but his throat was choked. So therefore he couldn't say anything. He just wrote on the board and made a gesture that the school is dismissed. You can go. Thus, the chapter brings us many themes, out of which one theme is language chauvinism. Now, what is the meaning of language chauvinism? Chauvinism का मतलब होता है पुटिंग द सुपीरियरिटी किसी पर, में हम बोलते हैं हिंदी में, हम सॉरी हम ऑफिस में निजन बोलते हैं मेल चौविनिज्म, मीन्स पुटिंग द सुपीरियरिटी, प्लेसिंग द सुपीरियरिटी. The Germans wanted to place German as superior to France, to French. So that is language chauvinism. So the theme, the message is that we must always respect our language. And we must also understand that our language is our strength, not our weakness. We must guard it. जो वो लास्ट में लिखता है Viva le France, that is, he wanted to say that you must guard your language. You must respect your language. Thus, the last lesson gave a lasting impression to everyone who was sitting there. And that is the chapter, the last lesson.